Alright, so on today's watch list we had Neo, AMD, BA, Netflix, Beyond, Lowe's, and CrowdStrike. Let me move this back over. So here for Neo, we had above 44.95 or below 44.10. You can see price went up, rejected our 44.95, and instantly ended up closing under our 9 EMA there. We ended up calling out alerts under this 44.15. As it was under our 9 EMA and under our 44.15, the desired break below level. Price ended up pushing down to our main first target down here, in which it hit the 43.65, and actually did end up going a little further. So if you rode the 9 EMA down, you actually did get a little more juice out of that, but not a whole lot more. You had to end up waiting. So if you had a good contract, you maybe could have made a little more, but not really. So price ended up recovering after that low of day. Of course, at the end of each day, guys, you need to go through this and you need to mark your new low of day, your new high of day, whatever happens. So in the future, after lunchtime, if price ends up coming back down or ends up pushing back up to your level, you'll be ready for it. But as you can see, price recovered and pretty much almost zeroed out Neo for the day. But levels working out perfect. AMD, if it'll let me zoom in. AMD, as you can see, ended up pushing up to our 109.55. We had a break above of 108.65. As you can see, very, very choppy trading, but as it broke above here at 108.65, there was one scalp opportunity which Dylan alerted on the trade floor. Price ended up reversing back down ever since then, going back down to our 106, which was actually the PML, as you can see right there. Holding support with a bullish engulfing, good rising volume too, very good reversal. As you can see, price pushed back up, second candle, kind of a 4-bar play push up above our 9 EMA, and then another 3-bar play push up back above it again. As you can see, price held, and then just kind of range traded the rest of the day. So not many trading opportunities besides that initial scalp. If you wanted to trade anything inside the range, of course, you would be wanting to focus on PMH down to that PML or PMH down to that midpoint. But let's go on to the next one. BA, always said on that one-liner, was watching above 237 or below 234.90. As you can see, we did get above 237. I didn't set any targets for this. It was just a one-liner, so if you ever end up seeing that, a lot of the time I'm intending a scalp. So if you're going to end up doing that, please focus on playing 40% entries on the 5-minute time frame. As you can see, the 10-minute time frame, there really wasn't much give there. On the 5-minute time frame, you got a lot more give there. You can end up entering there and end up taking your next move up. Only $1 or so. Perfect scalp targets for BA especially. A lot of charts you end up seeing like Netflix, you go every $5-10. Charts like BA, you want to go every dollar. Every dollar is a perfect move up or down for BA out of its pre-market or previous day range. Let's move on to the next one though. Netflix. I don't even know where I just typed. But Netflix was another one-liner, but actually had targets. I said watching above 518, target 520 or 522. Below previous day lows to 510 or 507.50. You can see it already went up, rejected in the first 10 minutes of the day. Very indecisive part of the day. Price ended up projecting back down, breaking that previous day low and moving down to that 509. First target was 510, so a little bit above that. 507.50 was not reached. As you can see, we're still above the 508 there, 509 area. So I will be looking at the outer range tomorrow for another day trade on this. But this is kind of the range I'm looking at. So above this, looking for calls. Below this, looking for puts tomorrow. If anything changes pre-market wise, of course, I'll adjust that. But next one is Beyond. Beyond mainly range traded for the day. We did day trade this in chat on the stream. We ended up taking after the first 15 minutes. We took our break below this 126.25, and price held under our 9 EMA and pushed through our first target. So we ended up just taking our small gains there. Lows, very small one-liner. I said above PDH, which stands for previous day high. As you can see, above the previous day high, very good start to the move and held the 9 EMA and pushed up very nice. So very good push on lows, and that was again from the bigger time frame. We're focused on the bigger time frame right here, holding with a good bullish candle above the 9 EMA. So we're looking for that. CrowdStrike was the last one. As you can see, we are already looking at this from our bearish engulfing point of view. As you can see, very nice big red day today for CrowdStrike. Our break below is the previous day low. As you can see right here at the 252.20s, price ended up pushing down. Very first 10 minutes, we were already calling out calls. Better entry would have been here at another 40% entry. Here's the 80% and then a good 90% entry as price actually closed again, both under that level and under your EMA. So pretty much any of these candles you could have taken this as a late entry. So of course you're not going to be looking to take that as far as the people who are in here because we've been in. But price ends up holding down under our 9 EMA most of the day. So pretty much at any time of the day you could have taken profits from this play. But that was a very awesome trade, and we did take this in the live stream. But just last part of this video, Let's go over to the market. As you can see, we had NASDAQ right here pushing up to our previous day levels, rejecting instantly out of that pre-market. CPI numbers came out, and we pretty much just shorted back down and had a zero out kind of day. Almost the same story here for SPY, except it pushed a little higher above its levels from previous day and held the previous day mid-range and pushed up with what looks like an inverse intraday pattern. But let's go over to the daily time frame, and then we'll be all done. So a big thing I've been teaching my chat and going over repeatedly and just hammering into everyone's heads is when you are watching these indexes, you need to watch emerging candles and your shoulders. Okay, so an emerging candle is a candle that breaks up into a new area or has or very high volume. Okay, so pretty much marking the tops of your buyers in short term. Marking all of those, and then also your shoulders. A shoulder is where you have those emerging candles or common resistance, also tested as support. That is now a very, very strong level. This is a lot more important than some of these other levels. Very, very strong level. If we end up retracing, price will be moving down to that 14,900. You will either see a bigger sell-off or a bounce from this level. So keep that on watch. As you see SPY here, holding its uptrend, still pushing that new high. Let's say price doesn't continue pushing through new highs. You're going to be looking at psychological levels from here on out, 44.45, 44.50, so on and so on. But retracement, where are you looking? You're looking down to this 44.15 or to that bigger shoulder that I was mentioning, just like I was on the NASDAQ chart. This big shoulder down here at 43.80. So if you ever see any big retracement, you're going to be wanting to look at these shoulders, okay? That is going to give you confirmation if we're going to hold or if we're going to keep moving up or if we're dropping lower. That is where you're going to want to look, basically. So focus on that. But SPY and NASDAQ both still look good for continuation. They're still holding their uptrends. But of course, you're always going to have those short-term slowdowns. So don't beat yourself up if you're losing in this market. You just need to focus up a little more. Go review your indexes, review a lot of your charts, and I'll see you guys in the next one.